Hello again, Timmy Academy. Today we've got another collection breakdown. This is in the series of the trip to New Jersey on December 15th, 16th, something like that. 15th and 16th. This is actually the first. This is the first collection I grabbed. It was actually in North Carolina on the way up to Jersey. So this was a young kid. He needed to sell his collection so he could buy a car. He sent me some pictures of the car he got after I bought the collection off of him. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, it was pretty large, about 40-ish thousand cards. Mostly bulk, obviously. I haven't gone through the bulk yet to see if there's any hidden value in there. Although I took some sneak peeks at some of the bigger boxes, and it looks like he's pretty good at pulling out, usable, playable cards. The collection was actually all of this. So this stack is higher value cards. There's nothing crazy. There wasn't any dual lands or anything like that. The list at low above $2 was around $5,000, so I paid a little over $3,500 for this because I gave him a couple $100 for the bulk, and there was like sleeves and stuff and some other random stuff that I gave him some extra cash for. These were kind of the I didn't finish my train of thought. So this is the higher end stuff. This is just there's some higher end stuff in here too, but this is the reserve list, and this is my stack that just goes into the binders, my own personal collection. So it's reserve list and Four Horsemen. I don't think there was no ABU in there, but and like stuff for I'm sure you saw. There's a Meekstone and there's one lightning bolt. So just stuff that goes into my own collection, and then majority of the collection is here. I just finished pulling all the stuff out of binders. It was, I think there's 17 binders that I had to go through and pick everything out. So this is all kind of the $5 to $20 cards. This is the lower value singles, like $1 and $2. Those will get uploaded after the first round. So I got to go through just de-sleeve all of this. And honestly, when you buy large collections like this is what takes the most amount of time, is pulling it out of the binders, pulling it out of the sleeves, grading all of this, then uploading will take maybe an hour or two. But I've literally all day been pulling these cards out of binders, going through, picking. It's a lot easier when the collection is sorted in like a box like this in sleeves. Actually, this is exactly what I want to see if I'm buying a collection for ease, or even de-sleeved would be great too. But having all the cards that are worth money in one spot, so I don't have to go pick through. But it's worth the works. So yeah, I just wanted to record real quick and kind of show you what's in here. I guess we'll go through the fun stuff first. The stuff in this box over here is just, there's just a lot of. He was a Commander player, so there's one copy of pretty much everything. I don't think I even came across a single duplicate. But he's pretty much got every Commander playable. Minus, like I said, there's no dual lands or anything like that. But like pretty much someone who's a casual EDH player, this could be a perfect, like pick up, and you can play most decks in EDH. So here's some of the bigger stuff, and some of these cards, some of the older cards are pretty rough. And he told me that I think he had bought a collection off of a professor or something. I'm assuming the guy was older and had an older 90s collection. And I can tell which cards. Mana Drain in foil. You can tell which cards are from that collection. Lots of good blues. Jace. I'd be happy if I never saw another Jace the Mind Sculptor in a collection. I don't know why. I just like right now. I guess it's probably because the price dropped so much, but I've had so many over the last couple months from all the different sets. Vamp Tutor, Tainted Pact. That's a pretty cool one. Necropotence, Grim Tutor. So a lot of new stuff, a lot of old stuff. Demonic, Cruel. So yeah, like obviously all the tutors. We got some cool lands. Teleria West. I never saw this version. Reflecting Pool, Polluted Delta, Tower, Mana Confluence. So there wasn't all the fetch lands, but there was a decent amount of fetch lands. Creeping Tar Pit, that's the foil expedition. Cobalt Coffers, Ancient Tomb, Yugen. This, I love this art. It's beautiful. Ulamog, a whole bunch of swords. Extended Art Rings, Ramos, Mana Vault, Mana Crypt. Kozilek, a Jeweled Lotus. First one of those. Crucible, Chroma, Blightsteel. I mean, just everything you could want. Last chance. Anybody? It's probably your last chance to get a last chance. What are these? $100 in near mint now? Crazy. Sakashima. This is making some moves. Opposition Agent. Mikaeus, Kalitas, Dark Confident, Worldy, Great Henge. I mean, nothing crazy, but just a lot of good staples. These will all sell pretty quickly on Facebook because I love stuff like this. Obviously, I like the higher end reserve list kind of stuff too, because that's what I collect, and because it's when it sells, you know, it's a big chunk of money that comes back real quick. But this kind of stuff sells really fast, you know. They're all staples. They're that mid-tier $20 to $50 range. So they're more affordable. And this was a fun pile. There was a lot of just like random beat-up Dark and Legends. Ristic Study will go in my Ristic Study. We got a couple reserve list gems from Homelands and Ice Age and Fallen Empires, like the Dead, City of Solitude, or City of Shadows. Reserve list, Antiquities, reserve list, really beat up reserve list. Personal collection, my Meekstone collection, reserve list, reserve list, reserve list, reserve list, reserve list, reserve list, Dark. Hold. Some more Dark, reserve list. Goblin Wizard. I haven't come across one of these in a bit. And Dark is making some movement. Finally. I've got so much of the Dark. Not as much as you, Chris, but I got some. Headless Horseman. Love this art. One of my favorite arts by Hoover. This may become another card that I just buy a lot of. I just think it reminds me of childhood and Ichabod Crane and Halloween, and it's just such a cool card. I dig it. And it's Hoover. So Opalescence, Flotilla, a bunch of goblins from Dark, Guy's Touch, Cycle of Life, and City of Solitude. So that was all the reserve list, and I'm sure I'll find some more Dark and random stuff hiding in the bulk. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the collection. Majority of the cash is going to be here. And then here, obviously, is a nice chunk of change. I'm expecting to make about... Not having gone through the bulk yet, my guess would be about $1,000 $1,000 on this when all said and done, and shipping and packaging and all that stuff would be my guess after this initial breakdown. And that would be a good return on it. I would say anywhere from 500 to 1,000. Yeah. Anyway, that's just a quick, short video. Madison, thanks for the collection. Happy we could get you a new car, and hope everything goes well. And can't wait to see you back in the game. He said he'll be back. He just needs to get some life stuff worked out first. So we'll see you in a little while. All right, guys. Have a good one.